Leo, what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah. Oops. This is Purusha Intuitive. Last quarter just popped out in the final throes of something. Whoop, whoop. Hopefully that's a good thing. I feel that energy a lot, light at the end of the tunnel. All the BS is almost over, right? Finally, thank God. So welcome. I hope you're well today. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is our weekly tarot reading. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers obviously welcome. The energy is fluid and timeless. So as long as the message resonates, it's meant for you. All right, Leo, let's get into it. We're just coming off of a full moon, guys. The energy is still, speaking of, the moon just popped out. I'm sorry, a new moon, my bad. New moon in Pisces. It's a really good time to set intentions. The energy is still lingering. So set intentions for what you want to bring in or reevaluate what's not working and readjust. All right, Leo, what's the highest and best? Okay, so second house, what you have, this is ruled by Taurus, money, possessions. You might be putting a lot of emphasis, a lot of value on your finances right now. There might be some financial challenges, especially as it deals with partnership, relationship. It doesn't specifically have to be romantic in nature. That could be a business partner, at work, etc. But definitely, your finances are in the forefront of this reading. You got to tap in and use that inner wisdom. It might be a little challenging for you, I'm hearing, but I feel like, okay, this seventh house is coming up a lot. So there's that partnership component I was just talking about. I don't know. It feels like there's a struggle between what you have, keeping what you have, maintaining it, versus sharing it or, kind of like business partnership, business relationships, like people that you have to share money with is what I'm hearing. But your inner wisdom is speaking to you around this. Maybe you're feeling a little bit miserly. Maybe you're trying to self-protect. You don't want someone to get that money. Yeah. Yeah. This is dealing with, this does speak to Cancer energy, is with the home, with the family. Maybe you're struggling with a little bit of lack mentality. I feel like it's like you can't see how this is going to all work, how this is going to all play out. Everyone's situation is going to be different. The energy will be the same. As a side note, I do personal readings, energy healings, wellness consults, so hit me up if you want me to look at your stuff. But yeah, this feels like it's like, okay, right? Like when we add on an extra bill, it's like, well, how am I going to pay for that? Blah, blah, blah. This is how that feels. Whether this is happening through a divorce, breakup, separation, that energy's been really prominent in the zodiac readings. Maybe you're getting out of a business partnership, kind of doing your own thing, pursuing your own stuff, etc. But I feel like you're kind of just like, you're not really clear on, well, if I step away from this, I'm going to lose money. Or if I have to pay this extra money, then how am I going to pay my bills, etc. And that goes back to that lack mindset. Black Moon Lilith is definitely bringing this in. The fear, the fear of sharing, really. And this reminds me of remember that there always is enough to go around. You could have just been living outside of your means. Maybe you've been living outside of your means, or your partner has. It's putting you guys in a financial bind is what I'm hearing. And so I think it's like you're really afraid. But there's always a way, especially in like modern, you know, first world. Yeah. So that energy, the Page of Rods comes up, Page of Wands. So that's that energy of sometimes we're just a little bit too, just like childlike. It's a very childlike energy. Someone who doesn't really know how to budget, who doesn't really know how to like spend their finances wisely. Hold on a second, guys. It's a little annoying. Sorry. So be mindful. Are you overspending? Are you not taking into account? Yeah, there's new love coming in for you, new opportunities. I'm gonna put those back in, but you know, I mean, and I feel like these are simple things, like don't go out to eat as much. Eating out is so expensive. It's so expensive. And most of the time it's better when you make it at home, depending on your skills in the kitchen. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I think, you know, whatever you make, you're making it with love, and that infuses so much delicious flavor into your food, right? Yeah, so something's come up. It's been really frustrating. It's been really challenging. You don't know how this is gonna all pan out. It's scaring you a lot. You're feeling a little bit sneaky about it. That Seven of Swords energy, it's like you're hiding a little bit, Leo. You might not be fully divulging like what your plans are, what your thoughts are, but this can also be even like not fully divulging with your partner or vice versa. You'll know where you stand. The energy is interchangeable. The Sun, that's your card. So some clarity is coming to light about how this is gonna all shake out. And that's why you are nervous. Understandable, guys. Yeah, but your intuition is speaking to you. So really tune in, tap into like, you know, what you're sensing. Don't just, it goes back to this inner wisdom. Don't just react out of fear. You know, in my opinion, like abundance, the law of attraction, however you see it, it all works out. It always works out. And the only time it doesn't is when we're afraid, we're putting limited mentality on it. It's almost like I see it like energetically as a restriction of energy, right? It's like when we are limited, we're holding on for desperation to those last little pennies. Where if we just like opened up, let the pennies go, it opens the flow for new pennies to come in. And we know we want those pennies, baby, right? Penny business. Hey man, it all adds up. So, yeah. Ten of Swords. This is kind of repeating. I feel like you've been down this road before, you know, especially if it is dealing with your family, your partner relationship. It feels like you guys have been in this bind before, so be really mindful about it. You have a very defensive perspective. Also be mindful of that. It's not bad. I think it's, you know, you are kind of taking time to go within, really self-reflect. Just be mindful that you don't end up like hindering yourself in the long run is what I'm hearing. You want to protect what you have. You want to protect, and maybe you're afraid that it's going to be taken away. Dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone who might not have like, I was just going to say someone who might not have the best intentions, and the devil pops up. Yeah, so, yeah. Be conscious, guys. You know, whoever you're playing around with, whomever's energy is being a little bit shady, hiding, not being conscious with the finances, it's going to come back to bite them in the butt, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. The Empress. It's like, I mean, this is the thing. It's this dichotomy. One person is being more honest, more straightforward, more legit, and then the other person is hiding. It's the variance between the Empress and the Devil. It doesn't matter, you know, what gender you are. It's all fluid. It's just the energy, masculine, feminine energy. We all embody it all. I'm sure you guys know. But yeah, like this, you know, it's like, I feel like one of you is trying to be above board to try to approach this from a space of wisdom. This totally could be you, Leo. And then the other person is trying to hide, be shady, maybe not fully divulge, fully show what's there. But there still is this element. You know, Cancer is about the home. It's about family. It's about feeling into what we're picking up. It's ruled by the moon. You know, the moon governs our emotions, our senses. So really feeling into what is the smart way to go about this. But it's really challenging right now with that Temperance energy. Temperance is when we have a really hard time balancing between the perceived, you know, the perception, that spiritual perception. We know what's going on. We know what they're saying or what they're doing behind our back versus what's actually happening in reality. If someone's going to be shitty, let them be shitty, you know. It kind of goes back to what I was saying, hopefully in this video, that, you know, it always works out. It always works out. I was saying that, you know. So, and oftentimes we do not have to put our hand to try to orchestrate that person learning their lesson. You know who takes care of it? The universe, the spirit, God, however you understand it. The more you fear, the more you put into, you know, fear of the unknown, kind of trying to find them out, it's just going to keep it from moving forward. Be really mindful as well how much you engage with this person. Like if you guys are in some legal contracts or something like that, I'm hearing it as almost like you want to give them as much as you can, as much as they want, relatively speaking. Obviously not forking over your share or whatever, or completely being blinded. Oh yeah, you can spend whatever you want. You know, you don't want to be completely blind, completely ignorant, but I'm almost hearing it as appeasing them to some capacity, because with this Knight of Cups, Devil energy, they're not going to listen to reasoning. They're not, their mind isn't even like in that perspective, in that realm. They're so, yeah, I mean, it's just, it's like in fantasy land is what I hear. And the more you put into the frustration, the difficulty, the annoyance, oh, I can't believe they're doing that, blah, 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 the more it just like grits on your energy. And you're vibing, Leo, as the Empress, which is so abundant. And honestly, she is in the tarot, she is the one person that naturally draws in abundance, because she's so in tune with the universe, with that concept of the law of attraction, like attracts like. It's not woohoo. Quantum physics has proven it. Look it up. Bosons of a feather flock together. It's pretty dope, actually, in my opinion. All right, so moving forward. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like you sense it with this Queen of Cups energy. That's you knowing how it's going. You're just going to have to bite your tongue and let it all unfold. You know the change is on the horizon. Half the battle, or maybe the majority of the battle, is like just getting through it without like making an ass of yourself, right? Yeah, it's happening. This is momentary. This is a momentary situation. So bite your tongue, play nice, agree to disagree. Don't let yourself being taken advantage of, but you know, we can all be generous. In my opinion, it kind of like, I think what really helps me when I'm in that lack mentality is just remembering you have to let go of money in order to bring it back in, you know? It's the flow, the reciprocity, the give and take, you know? It's not like, you know, Spirit has like a big bank account for you and then, you know, well, you depleted it all, you're screwed, you know. Thank goodness it doesn't work that way. It'd be kind of funny though. Giant bank account full of gold coins. Yeah, okay, so this is just, it's part of the separation process, guys, unfortunately, and it's painful. But I feel like you're strong, you have the knowledge, you have the awareness, trust yourself, trust your intuition, protect yourself to the best of your ability, explore options, talk to people, find your grounding in the midst of the intuition. Easier said than done, but really, you're gonna be way, way happier if you kind of just do it above board versus trying to prove a point. It never ends well. You know, people learn through their own experience. Very rarely do people learn because someone's given them some wisdom, unfortunately. But yay to life. All right, guys. I hope that this helped you, Leo. I hope it helps you navigate this situation. I'm sending so much love and blessing to whatever you're dealing with. If it resonated, definitely big thumbs up. Drop comments below. I love building and growing the community. Thank you for your time, energy, support always. It totally blesses my heart. All right, lots of love, lots of blessings.